to the latest in Donald Trump's hush money trial. Prosecutors say they expect to call only 2 more witnesses.
All right, one of those witnesses is expected to be Michael Cohen. Fox 5's Morgan McKay joins us live from outside the courthouse with the latest. Morgan.
That testimony, Steve and Natasha, could come as soon as Monday. But the judge warning prosecutors today to tell Michael Cohen to stop taunting the former president online. Former President Donald Trump's criminal fraud trial is moving quickly, and prosecutors called 4 witnesses to the stand Friday before court broke early for the day. This includes Madeleine Westerhout, Trump's former White House aide, who testified about how Trump would still personally sign each check while he was president. This piece of information is relevant since prosecutors allege that Trump signed checks meant for his former attorney Michael Cohen to reimburse him for the $130,000 Cohen spent to keep Stormy Daniels quiet about her alleged sexual encounter with Trump ahead of the 2016 election. Trump is charged with 34 counts of falsifying business records for classifying these checks, vouchers, and invoices as legal expenses. During cross-examination, Trump's attorney asked, quote, "Sometimes he would sign checks without reviewing them?" "Yes," Westerhout replied. Prosecutors say they might rest their case by the end of next week. But there is a wrinkle. Allen Weisselberg, Trump's former chief financial officer, who is currently serving a 5-month sentence on Rikers Island for committing perjury during Trump's civil fraud trial. The defense moved to block his severance agreement from being entered into evidence, but the judge asked why no one made an effort to bring Weisselberg in to testify. The judge will consider next steps over the weekend. In the meantime, Cohen is set to testify at the start of next week. In preparation, the judge today asked prosecutors to tell Cohen to stop speaking about the case. Prosecutors say they have little control over their witness outside of the courtroom, to which the judge replied, quote, "That comes from the bench, and you are communicating that on behalf of the bench." Trump, who is under a gag order and was recently threatened with jail time if he keeps posting about witnesses in the trial, smirked a bit at these comments and shook his head as he left.
If anything's mentioned against certain people, and you know who they are, certain people, anything's even mentioned, he wants to put me in jail.
Now, the judge at the beginning of all this said that he expects the trial to last about 6 weeks. Well, next week is the beginning of week 5, so we could be near the end of this trial. Reporting live, I'm Morgan McKay. Steve, Natasha, back to you.
All right, Morgan, thank you.